Hey guys, MLsT Skiilz here for another commentation of George or MLsT Pros on a game of GTA Online races with a mega wall ride. George is going to go for the T20, he's blue T20, and we have a variety of players today. So it looks like we have a total of 6. This means it may be even harder for George or easier. This could be a big problem for all of us. So let's see if George can come out with a win on this. So everyone's readied up, the game's starting right now, and we're going to see how George can do. Looks like he's starting in the front line. We have a white Zentorno, a green adder, looks like a white adder, looks like a white T20, not sure really. So 1 lap out of 3, George has got the boost and started the lead. He's making a corner but messed up and bought into the tree, but he's still going, and as you can see, we can see the wall ride coming up. George has a clean run, he's doing well at the moment but just overshoots at the top. He is now in 4th place, and it looks like all of them are on the wall ride, and that black car seems to be struggling just like George did on the first one. However, he is getting there. He nearly had it but just failed near the end. He is in 3rd place and is still trying. He's in 2nd place. He's following a white Zentorno who's still having a go, but the white Zentorno fouled. George is still going and makes it. He's in 1st place. Once again, all of the other people, they are trying the wall ride. They will accomplish it eventually, but George is storming ahead in 1st place with his blue T20. If all the others could do the wall ride perfectly and catch up, then George may be struggling and making some mistakes, so it could be a tense game still. And there's 3 laps, and that means George has to do the wall ride 2 more times, so it could be even harder. He's coming up for the ramp and good speed, trying to attempt a backflip and completes it but lands on a roof. He's trying to get off the roof, and he tried landing on the other roof but fell and tumbled down to the floor and is now looking a way to get to the checkpoint. He respawns because he couldn't see any possible way of getting to the checkpoint. So he respawns, still in 1st place, and it looks like 2 people. Looks like all 4 of them are still on the wall ride, and George is going for another attempt of that. This time he's not going to attempt the backflip to see if he can get further distance, but he lands on the roof and gets stuck. He's trying to reverse sideways, but it doesn't look like he's doing so. He respawns so he can have another go at it. He's still in the lead by a long way, except this time he's going for a bigger run-up. While all the other players are in 4th place, he is going for a ramp one, and he's going to go a bigger run-up for more speed and see if he can get further. It does look like he's going to make it, but could be stuck in the same position. He's been a bit behind and falls in the same position, and this time he's going to try and find a further way and see if he can actually get out from here. He could get out, but he has to get down on the track, so he's going to go all the way round. Looks like every single other player besides MLsT Pros is still going for that wall ride, and George is just storming ahead. He's in 1st place, doing a great lap, 3 minutes, and hopefully he could stay in that lead, because we don't want the other players to catch up and potentially do what he done, which a bit better, because in that last bit he made quite a few mistakes. He's going up the ramp now, and he's going to land back in the golf course, or potentially lap 2. He lands in the tree, tumbles about, and is coming up to the 2nd lap. So he is approaching the wall ride, and it looks like one person, not sure which player, but it looks like one person has made the wall ride as he is driving away from the other 3. but the other three are still together, and it looks like they're still going round in circles trying to accomplish that wall ride. George is drifting about, good turns, he's doing this very nicely, and he's in lap 2 out of 3. He's still in first by a long way, and he's turning the corner, coming back to the wall ride now. As you can see, we still have that white car, we still have the green car that took George out right then, and it looks like there is 3 cars, and that means, looks like the black Zentorno was the one that made the wall ride. George is tumbling about, he was a bit too low on that, so he couldn't get up in time. It looks like he's going to be struggling on this, so hopefully he can do it on the next go, because all of the other players, they cannot do it. He's going round but got a bit too high, so he fell over the wall ride and has respawned so he could do it again. He has to do this quick because the black car could potentially catch up, so but he's tumbling, he doesn't have enough speed, but he's going to attempt to go on top, but he falls. It looks like everyone's struggling here at the moment. It could be luck the first time George made the wall ride, but it could be just struggling because he has to do this for the 3rd lap. He's going where he just goes over the top. He needs to sort that out because he just keeps falling over the top. We have the green car, and I'm not sure, but the green car tumbled. It looks like the white car's done it. And he's going. The tree got in his way and put him off. He could still do this, but maybe not because it looks like he's stuck. He might tumble off the roof, but if he doesn't, then he can reverse. He reversed and he's driving over the roof. Kind of cheating a bit, but not sure. No, I don't think he can do it. Yeah, he's going for another try. He couldn't get past. Looks like this white Zentorno trying to block George off, but isn't doing well. However, George doesn't have enough speed so he can get the turn for it. 3 people here, and the white Zentorno is just trolling now, which is restricting George from getting further and winning this race. Alright, the white Zentorno has moved, he's got to run up but didn't do it, and George didn't have enough speed and was too low for the wall ride to be possible. This is getting really intense as that black car that left earlier could be catching up and could overtake George if he does get the wall ride. George does the wall ride, flops at the end, gets hit and flips and tumbles and has to respawn to start again. George is still in first. These 3 players have yet to get onto the 2nd lap. It looks like the black car is going to be catching up and George could potentially lose 1st place and come 2nd. He's got a good run for the wall ride. He's doing it well, but just messes up at the end, so he can't complete it. He's stuck on the roof and respawns so he can have another go. This is getting really hard for George and really hard for everyone else. I don't think George is going to be potentially winning this, as I think the black car could catch up and definitely steal the race from George. We are on the 2nd lap, so he's got to work how to do this, because at the moment he's not going to be doing the 3rd lap anytime soon. But he could be winning this, but it doesn't look well. He's gone for the 1st person view. It's working, and he does it 1st person. The white Zentorno looks like. No, that's the white entity. The white entity made the wall ride and then George spun him out. George is still in first, is starting to get there, and then that white entity is going to be coming into 3rd place if the black car does catch up. But here's the tricky ramp that George couldn't do the first time. Gets hit by a tree, may not have enough speed, but he's going at it. He sees the ramp. The white entity behind him can't get it. He makes it, goes very far and lands on the same route except a bit further down. He's going to spin out. The white entity has followed him. He's going to go down, go back out of the exit and make it round. The white entity respawned instead of joining, and I'm not sure, but it looked like the white entity left. I'm not sure. One of the players have left, and I think it was the white or green car doing the wall ride and couldn't accomplish it. I think they raged because they just couldn't see through the wall ride. George is taking a massive lead, and the black car is probably starting on his second lap and trying to wall ride now. 4 players and George is first. The white entity follows behind him. He may be second or third, but there is definitely one car still on the lap 1 trying to do the wall ride. He attempts a backflip and lands in a tree, but doesn't get further because he tried to be cocky. So it looks like he's doing well, and another player is left, so he is playing a 1-3, and he is trying to win out of the 3 players. I presume that the 2 players that left were the players that couldn't do the wall ride. George makes it but explodes. What an idiot. He has to do this before the white entity catches up and potentially spins him out all the time. The white entity probably doesn't know his way out like George did on the first go, so George may have some time. George has gone for a different angle and gone sideways so he doesn't bash into the gate, and he lands onto the golf course, approaching the last and final lap. Hopefully he can do the wall ride straight away, because otherwise the white entity may catch up, and well, he may catch up and do the wall ride before him, but George is on his 3rd lap. I don't think anyone else in the game is on their 3rd lap, so here we go, last lap. I don't think anyone's going to beat George, because otherwise they have to do 2 laps, and they have to do that before he does a wall ride run once. So he's bashed into the container. He's gone for the wall ride right now. If he can do it first time, he's won this. He's gone a bit too high. He's gone round. He could do this, but he's gone a bit too low and missed. He's respawning so he can have another go. He might go in first person, maybe because that's how he went last time and accomplished it. He tried going up but didn't, so he respawned. The white entity has gone, and he's on his 2nd lap, and he's done the same as George. He's gone in first person. Here he goes. He's going, but tumbles about and lands. First person may be lucky for George, but this could be a long game again. Hopefully George can make it. He's going round. He's doing it perfectly and makes it 3rd time round. He has definitely won this race and has made a great effort, and all the other players, they tried. George is just going to finish this race off with the big ramp, turning the other ramp, and then just finishing the race off. Hopefully he can do it very quickly so he can beat his lap, but this is the ramp. He wants a bit more speed on it so he can fall down a bit quicker. He might approach it a bit to the right so he can land dead in the thing instead of on the roof and take some time away from him. He's going up the ramp and he's got great speed. He's gone to the left a bit, which means he lands in the exact same spot. He tumbled over. He has to roll back over. Another player has left, which means George has definitely won. It's the white entity left with George, and I personally think that the white entity is gonna rage, because I think he knows that he can't win, but I think he's gonna try, even though he's gonna dump because he has to do 2 laps while George is finishing off his last. He's definitely not gonna be able to finish in time. He's gone for a different approach and tried going over, and he got the checkpoint. So he's just got to finish this off, gets that checkpoint, starts going up the hill, turns the corner, and starts to approach the next ramp, the last final ramp of the session. Hopefully he can do well with this, because he has made a great run to this race and has tried his best, but he messes up on the ramp. So that messed up a bit, but George is going for another attempt. He's going to go right again, and hopefully he cannot hit the gate. He's gone for a bigger run up just because he can. This race has been approximately 13 minutes and 40 seconds. This has been a long race considering everyone had to do the wall ride. He's gone in first person mode to mix it up a bit, and lands in front of the gate. He could reverse, or he's gonna go all the way round instead of coming back. Oh, he's gonna go for a different approach. He's gonna go the way he's meant to finish instead. Oh, what's this? He's gonna make the race even longer and gonna go for another wall ride just to spice things up. I don't know why he's doing this, considering it's been a long race. Oh, maybe that was his plan, to not completely do the wall ride but go all the way round so he could get the checkpoint. It looks like he's heading for the checkpoint now. The white entity, I'm pretty sure he's still trying to wall ride, still on lap 2, and Skiilz is just coming up to the finish line. He's got a couple more checkpoints to go and he's done. This is going to be a great race for Skiilz. He has tried his best and made the best effort he could. Coming up to the finish. Here's the finish line. Well done. Good game to Skiilz. Well done for the white entity. This has been MLsT Skiilz commentating over MLsT Pros. Bye.